Greetings! Welcome to another edition of Odin Writes Shit. Today we are going to examine September's InkDrop from Goulet pens, a lovely collection of darker summery tones, because the theme today is So Long, Sweet Summer. It's a pretty good collection. Goulet is not actually going to be doing an October InkDrop this year, which is kind of sad because I would expect something Halloween-y, and I love Halloween. But they are apparently reorganizing how they do the ink drops, so they will resume November, and they're kind of taking a break to make sure things work and beta test and whatever. Anyway, let's get right to it. Let us start off with Diamond Teal. Woo. There we go. Let us cap the ink so I don't freaking spill it all over myself again. Very lovely dark. Almost kind of like a blue black. There's not a lot of green that you would expect from this. A little bit of shading going on. And now let us see how it does on crap paper. It's my autofocus. Freaking goes apeshit. It does have a bit of a feathering issue when it comes to the crappier paper. Let's see what it looks like on the back. Got a little bit of bleed through, but it's pretty dark, so I probably wouldn't use this one two-sided if I was using my crappy paper. We will move on and do the water test altogether. So, I'm going to do Pelican Edelstein's Mandarin, a very bright orange it looks like. Coordination. It is far too early in the morning for this crap. Alright. I kind of like this one. It's a very bright, almost fiery orange. It actually can kind of be compared to Apache Sunset a little bit. A lot of shading for those people who like it. Now let's try it off onto crap paper. And again, we got a little bit of feathering going on with the heavier inking areas. And on the back, yeah, we got a little bit of that bleed through going on right in the darker areas, but still pretty dark, so I probably wouldn't use this one two-sided either. But that one. Next we have Diamond Sepia. Very lovely brown. see the viscosity of this one. It's pretty cool. Kind of doesn't want to stay on the nib. Interesting. Kind of just wants to go everywhere. It's all over the top now, right? This one's a very watercolory brown. It's pretty nice. A lot of shading on this one. It kind of reminds me more of like old aged antiqued lettering that's been faded for a while, and you rediscover it. Probably not something that I would buy again. Yeah, I mean, the shading is it's a lot lighter than what I tend to like in the brown. The tone is correct, though. But let's see how it works on some crap paper. Yep, we got a little bit of feathering going on. Let's see. Whoa. On the back, this one kind of doesn't like to behave. You can see it's actually kind of in comparison with the blue on top. Let's see if my camera will focus and stop freaking the fuck out. There we go. There we go. Yep, we got a bit of bleed through going on over there. On the bottom. So it's kind of a cool ink. And then we have Private Reserve Daphne Blue. It's kind of a thick one. That coats things. Pop. Pop. Ooh, you can see it's got a little grit in there. I don't know if you can actually see what's going on in here. But there's like little tiny flecks of grit. Which may or may not be good for your pens. Probably not. Whoa. Yep, soak up some of that. It's an interesting turquoisey color. Pretty light, also watercolory, and got a lot of shading going on with this one. Yeah. Blot that shit out. Yeah. Unacceptable. Too much? Yeah. No, it's gross. Oh well. Now where did the damn thing go? Okay. Alright, let's try it again with the crap paper. Whoa. This one's a little hard to control with the feathering going on there. Of course, it might feed better in a actual cartridge instead of a dip pen, but oh yeah. pretty much all bleed through on going on there. Probably not something that I would pick on crap paper, but I still like the lovely color. Lovely color. And finally, my favorite of this pile is, if I clean up my pen, Piloted Roshizuku Fuyugaki. This one I've tried out before. I've swatched all these before, and this one is so freaking cool. And I will show you why. After I clean up. That got all over my fingers. That's cool. Alright. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell from this sample, but I will try scribbling a bit more. Yeah, freaking sunset orange pink finger. Alright. I'm gonna finish that. And I will wait for that one to dry before I show you what the hell I'm talking about and see what it does on crap paper. We got a little feathering problem towards the beginning, but that might be because it's on a dip pen. Let's see. The back tells us we've got that bleed through from the first section. Focus, stop going apeshit. Okay. But of the 5 here, this one is probably the lightest when it comes to showing on both sides. So, I probably still wouldn't use it on both sides because reds tend to be very difficult when it comes to reading. Right. Now, let's see. Cannot really tell in this specimen, but if you get really heavy coatings, this one has a tendency to dry an orangey yellow on top, kind of like the effect it had, the J. Herbon Rouge Hematite, except not as metallic. Let me drag out my swatch to see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see if it will get it to show up. Yep, there we go. Okay. You see how it kind of like does this yellowy thing going on when I tilt it in the right light? It is so freaking cool. I love that effect thing. Anyway. Alright. Now that we got those done, is that pretty much dry? Yep. Let us go for the water test. Zoop. Geez. Not so great with the waterproofing on this collection. Probably the best survivor is the teal here. Like the Mandarin kind of survives a little bit with one pass, but if you like totally saturate it, your text is gone. Same. Whoa, that private reserve. Is it the private reserve? Yeah. That Daphne Blue is totaled. You're not going to be able to recover it. But those little silt chunks, you can kind of see now what I'm talking about here. You see how those little specks are there? That may or may not be great for your pen. So. And the Iroshizuku is kind of, it's a red, so it's probably not the best survivor of anything. Well, anyway, this has been the September edition of the InkDrop from Goulet Pens. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will continue to join me in other adventures. Thanks for watching.